Toastmasters and friends. Few years back, my brother-in-law from US presented this gadget. This is called Google Home Mini. So this is nothing but a voice-assisted smart speaker which can give all inputs whatever you do it with Google. But for the last 2 years, the only use what we were trying to leverage this gadget was to put our grandson to sleep. My wife will say, okay Google, play Bada Natka, immediately it will start singing this song. And I felt that this particular gadget is totally underutilized. I thought I need to leverage this gadget to a greater extent and take it to a larger audience. And I thought if I am able to ask several questions in Google, why not use it for different purpose? I thought of asking, and at that time I came to know about a person called Subhita Mitra. So I don't want to elaborate his story. You can Google and find out. His project is called the Hole in the Wall project. He tried to keep a monitor with a tablet in the nearby slums and observe the people, and slowly the slum children came to that gadget and automatically learned how to browse. And all this happened in 1999 when the technology was so primitive. So I thought in the similar fashion I want to try out an experiment. I thought of compiling a set of the GK questions, arbitrarily chosen questions from politics, history, geography, science, and I thought of taking this to school children. One such school was Corporation School in Canal Bank, Mandavali, and fortunately I came to know that most of the high schools and corporation schools and government schools, they are provided with wireless facility, Wi-Fi facility was there. Then just this gadget needs a wireless facility and power supply, that's all. So once if it is there, instead of typing your questions in a computer, you can simply ask a question and immediately this is going to answer. And I explained the intent of this project to the headmistress, and she immediately agreed to conduct this. And before doing this project, I wanted to go through a pre-assessment test. So whatever the questions shown here, 50 questions. So these children, they were asked to take that question. And surprisingly, the average score was around 35. So and definitely today our Vice President Venkaiah Naidu would have been so happy because for most of the questions, the children answered Venkaiah Naidu. Who is our education minister? Who is the President of the country? Venkaiah Naidu. Who is the district collector? Immediately Venkaiah Naidu. I don't know what went wrong. So after this, again, I asked the students to make use of this gadget in their school. This gadget was prepared for 2 weeks' time in front of the HM's room, and the children were requested to make use of the facility during the recess time and the interval time. People come and ask the questions which I was given in the questionnaire, and they were getting familiarized with the answers. This is how the children were using it. And after that I have again done the post-assessment test, and surprisingly the score went up like anything. So the red one was the pre-assessment, the green one is the post-assessment. So within 2 weeks of time, the children were able to improve their general knowledge level, and finally the average score went from 35.8 to 65.8. And if you see here, some children, so 27th February, this girl got only 26 marks. On 15th March, she got 92%. Wow. So it was more than 253% improvement. So I thought this can be tried out in multiple schools, but unfortunately when I went to other schools, by that time the examination started, and again when I tried to interact with the higher officials, they discouraged me because the election process has been brought in and the model code of conduct was brought in, and no one was willing to talk to any of us. So I thought this technology can be leveraged so that the children can improve their general knowledge, and finally the benefit, there are 3 major benefits, ABC, the ability to frame right questions. So when the children, they go to the gadget and ask a question with the grammatical error, the immediate response by the Google Home Mini will be, sorry, I cannot understand your question, rephrase your question. So till the children frame the right questions, it will keep on discouraging them. So they try to understand how to ask the right questions and how to grammatically structure the question. Number 1. Number 2 is befriending with the new age digital technologies. If school children are taught or exposed on different kind of digital technology, going forward when they come to the professional life, they will be so comfortable with any kind of digital technology. That is number 2. Then finally the curiosity to improve general knowledge. Today even in corporate life, if you go and ask an engineer small general knowledge questions like how many states are there in India, how many districts are in Tamil Nadu, no one will give the right answer. So if we are able to inculcate the habit of increasing the general knowledge among the children, nothing like that. So they will be a greater citizen and they will be more employable. And finally, at this end of exercise, I wanted to meet the higher officials, including the minister, but unfortunately, the schools have reopened and I could not meet the education minister. He is so busy making inspections, but definitely I want to meet him, and I got an appointment to meet him on Monday morning. So Monday morning I will be meeting it, so that the initiative can be taken to all the schools, and probably going forward, the entire nation can adopt this new technology. This is what I want to present it today. Thank you so much.